we're going to do the story of the creation from the book of Genesis, and there's some things for you guys to do. There's a bit where the flowers grow up from the ground, and we just want you to kind of wiggle your way up and then throw your arms in the air and kind of burst into blossom when that happens. You can be birds as well during the bird bit. You can be fish or octopuses during the fishy bits. And you can be any kind of animal you want during the animal bit, so that you could be, a giraffe or an elephant or a monkey, whatever you like. Okay, here we go. At first, there wasn't anything at all, nothing. So God set to work. But he didn't use his hands or a special machine. Oh no, he spoke. He said, light. I'd like some light. And there was light brighter than a summer morning or 1,000 Christmas candles. That's good, said God. I'd like some sea next and some sky above it. So there it was, the bright blue sky, the dark blue heavens and the blue-green sea below. Earth, that's what God said next, hard and firm, like he really meant it. And the blue-green waters parted, and the dry land appeared, great patches, dirt, black and brown, all over the world. We need some color, God whispered, like he was thinking out loud. And quivering with excitement, green, growing things. Are you ready? Crept up out of the ground. Why don't you stand up now and burst into blossom? Yeah, tulips and chrysanthemums, rose bushes and blackberry bushes, pine trees and palm trees. God shouted next. He shouted, day shining sun. Why don't you go, ta-da? He shouted, night shining moon. Why don't you go, ooh? He shouted, bright shining stars. Why don't you go, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle? And there they were for summer and evening and morning and time and heat and light. Next, God called to the sky like he was expecting an answer. Come forth, flying things, he called, and through the clouds they came, flying high and flying low, flying large and flying small, eagles and insects, hummingbirds and hawks. Next, God called to the oceans. Come forth, splashing things, he called, and through the waves they came, sailfish and swordfish and dolphins and trout and great grinning humpback whales. Then God called to the land, come on, running, jumping, climbing things, and down from the trees they came, and across the plains and through the tall grass, and be any animal you want. Go for it. And now, everything was ready. Good and ready. So God spoke again. As if he was calling the names of his very best friends, he said, man and woman. And up from the ground came Adam. And up from the ground came Eve. To share everything God made, to take care of it for him, to talk with him. So God looked at everything and made the sun, the moon, the stars, the plants, the birds, the animals, the trees, Adam and Eve. This, he said, this is how things ought to be. This is what I call good.